England thought they were building momentum at the World Cup. A strong start, big expectations, a squad full of talent, and a manager who had already shown he was not afraid to make bold decisions. But then came Ghana. 90 tense minutes, no goals, frustration everywhere, and suddenly the mood around England changed. Now, Thomas Tuchel has spoken, and his message is clear. Stay calm, but do not get comfortable. Because after England's goalless draw with Ghana, Tuchel has praised 3 players, defended the performance, and warned that changes are coming for the final group stage clash against Panama. And for some England stars, that could mean one thing: the axe. England's 0-0 draw with Ghana was not the performance fans wanted to see. After the energy and confidence around the squad, this was a night that felt flat, tense, and difficult to watch. England had plenty of the ball, but they could not find the breakthrough. They created half chances, deliveries into the box, and set-piece moments, but nothing that changed the game. For supporters, it was frustrating. For Tuchel, it was complicated. The England boss urged fans not to panic, insisting Ghana made the match far harder than many people expected. Ghana may sit 64th in the FIFA rankings, but Tuchel made it clear that rankings do not tell the full story. He said England had faced a very physical team, one that defended deep, stayed compact, and forced the game into a battle. Tuchel admitted it was not an easy watch, but from the sideline, he saw something different from what many fans saw at home. He saw structure, he saw discipline, he saw a team trying to solve a difficult problem. And he reminded everyone that winning a World Cup is not always about scoring 4 goals every match. Sometimes, it is about surviving complicated nights without losing control. Still, that does not mean everything stays the same. Because now England go into their final group stage match against Panama knowing the job is not finished. And Tuchel has already confirmed that changes are coming. This is where the pressure rises. Before the Ghana match, Tuchel had hoped England might already be in a position to rotate heavily against Panama. A win over Ghana would have secured top spot in the group and allowed him to rest key players before the knockout rounds. But England did not win, and that changed everything. Tuchel admitted he may still rotate, but not as much as he might have done if England had already sealed the group. That means the Panama game is no longer just a chance to rest legs. It is now a test. A test of who deserves to stay in the team. A test of who can handle pressure. And a test of whether England can respond like a serious World Cup contender. Tuchel said he is not shy about making changes, but he also suggested the rotation will be more moderate because throwing players into a high-pressure game and simply demanding a performance is not always fair. Still, some players have clearly strengthened their cases. Tuchel singled out 3 England stars for praise: Marc Guehi, Ezri Konsa, and Elliot Anderson. Guehi and Konsa started together in central defense, and Tuchel liked what he saw. He said both center-backs performed well in a difficult match. Ghana only had 2 counterattacks of real danger, and Tuchel gave credit to the team's structure and discipline for limiting them. In a game where England struggled to excite going forward, the defensive control mattered. And then there was Elliot Anderson. Tuchel said Anderson had taken a step forward, calling it a good performance and even suggesting it may have been better than his display against Croatia. That is significant, because when a manager publicly praises certain players after a frustrating draw, it sends a message to the rest of the squad. Places are not guaranteed. Names do not protect you. Performances do. And with Panama next, England's players now know Tuchel is watching every detail. The movement, the discipline, the reactions, the ability to stay calm when the match becomes uncomfortable. England may not have collapsed against Ghana, but they did lose momentum. And at a World Cup, momentum can change everything. One disappointing night can create doubts. One strong response can reset the whole story. That is exactly what Tuchel needs now. So England move on to Panama with questions still hanging in the air. Can they rediscover their attacking edge? Will Tuchel's changes spark the response he wants? And after publicly praising Guehi, Konsa, and Anderson, who now finds themselves under pressure to keep their place, the message from Tuchel is calm on the surface but ruthless underneath. He is telling fans not to panic. He is telling players that the Ghana draw was not a disaster. But he is also making it clear: the team can change, the lineup can change, and anyone who does not deliver could be left out. England's World Cup campaign is still alive. But after Ghana, the warning signs are real. Panama is no longer just another group stage match. It is now a reaction test. And for Thomas Tuchel's England, the next 90 minutes could decide who marches forward and who is left behind.